Welcome to Game of the Day, where I randomize a date and play a game that came out on that same day. Today we're starting with 2010 for the year and March 16th for the date. To start, half the games on the day were ineligible due to either being remakes or no longer available mobile releases, but cutting those out, the game that came out on top was Elsword. Elsword is a Korean online RPG where you can play as 15 different characters that all have unique different weapons, abilities, stories, and progression. After going through all the characters though, I decided to just pick the one the game was named after to start my playthrough. The game starts off with some backstory setting up the world, but to oversimplify the story, a crucial weapon energy source known as L Shards was stolen, but it's up to our main character Elsword and his party of Reyna the Elf and Aisha the Magician to go get it back. We're put through a quick tutorial that teaches you the basic attack controls, how to use skills that use mana points, and a special ability that's different for each character. Gameplay wise, I feel the game is the epitome of easy to pick up but hard to master because of the sheer amount of customization and flexibility you have on your builds. At some point, just looking through the player customization, my brain genuinely froze at the amount of different stats this game had to offer on every weapon and other equipable item you could think of. On top of that, there were different ways to string together combos with regular attacks, but if you were really advanced, you could string together some skill combos as well, which could turn into doing insane amounts of damage. The way you unlocked more skills though was through leveling up, and at level 15 you were able to do your first class advancement. Class advancement basically acted as a tree system where you could pick how you wanted the character to progress, and different classes had different active and passive skills. Outside of that though, the gameplay was relatively simple. You get missions, go into dungeons for a region, complete them to advance or to get certain items, and continue forward. Dungeons were usually about 5 to 7 segments long, and at the end of each dungeon there was a boss you had to fight. The goal was always to clear dungeons as efficiently as possible as you were graded on your performance, but grades were pretty lenient as I always got an SS grade even in ones I felt I did pretty bad in. Touching on the multiplayer portion of the game, you could chat with others, queue up for dungeons together, join a guild, do PvP battles, and even get married to other players. I will say this game had so much content you could never really run out of things to do, but on the other hand it definitely could also be seen as overwhelming. Some other stuff included was a currency that was mainly available with actual money that had useful items locked behind it. Some items had temporary buffs while others would expire after 24 hours, not even mentioning the insane amount of events running simultaneously, all in an effort to try and give you fear of missing out. While I did leave some stuff out of this review as there's just simply too much content to cover in the time we have, the game itself was a ton of fun once you got a hang of it. The online elements were nicely incorporated, and I could tell a lot of work went into this story as there is unfathomable amounts of dialogue, small comic panels, and even animated cutscenes for certain portions of the game to tie it all together. So from a free-to-play player's point of view with 10 hours put into it, I'd have to say this game is something else out of 10. Make sure to follow and leave a comment what you would rate this game alongside other games you hope to see in the future on this series, and I'll see you guys in the next one.